The news came as a shock. Jim Irsay gone at 65. It's hard to process for many in Indianapolis and across the National Football League. He was more than just an owner. He was a part of the city's fabric. He was a part of the league's character. His life was football, through and through. It was in his blood, a legacy passed down. A legacy he carried with passion, with flair, and with deep human complexity. We won't see another one like him soon.
His father, Robert Irsay, brought the Colts to Indianapolis. That move, back in 1984, was controversial. It split hearts in Baltimore. It began a new football story in the Midwest. I was young then. I saw it all happen. I learned the business from the ground up. I understood the passion of the fans. I knew what a team meant to a city. This wasn't just a business for the Irsays. It was our identity, our public face, our deepest connection to a community.
Jim grew up around the Colts. He wasn't just the owner's son. He was involved. He worked in various roles within the organization. He learned about scouting. He learned about operations. He learned about the players, the coaches, the fans. This deep immersion shaped him. It prepared him for the immense responsibility to come. He saw the highs. When Robert Irsay passed away in 1997, Jim stepped up. He became the principal owner of the Indianapolis Colts. He was only 37 years old, one of the youngest owners in the league. The torch was passed. The responsibility was immense. This was his team now, his city to represent, his father's legacy to uphold and build upon. He didn't shy away from the spotlight. He embraced the challenge with an energy that was uniquely his. A new era was dawning for the Colts. From the outset, Jim Irsay showed he would be a different kind of owner. He was hands-on. He was visible. He was incredibly passionate. He connected with the fans. He wasn't afraid to share his thoughts. His vision was clear. He wanted to build a consistent winner. He wanted to bring a Super Bowl championship to Indianapolis. That became his driving force. His every move seemed geared towards that ultimate goal. He understood that Indianapolis craved a champion. His early decisions were crucial. He knew the importance of strong leadership, on the field and in the front office. He sought out the best football minds. He wasn't afraid to make bold choices. Then came 1998, a year that changed everything for the Colts and for Jim Irsay. The Colts held the first pick in the NFL draft. The choice was monumental: Peyton Manning or Ryan Leaf. Irsay, along with his general manager Bill Polian, made the call. They chose Peyton Manning. That single decision set the franchise on a path to glory. It was a masterstroke, the beginning of an incredible partnership. The league would never be the same.
With Manning at quarterback, the Colts transformed. They became an offensive powerhouse, a consistent contender. Year after year, they were in the playoffs. The RCA Dome and later Lucas Oil Stadium became electric. Manning, Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne, Edgerrin James, Dwight Freeney, Robert Mathis. These names became legends in Indianapolis, and Jim Irsay was the owner who brought them together. He provided the resources. He fostered the stability. He let his football people do their jobs.
The Irsay-Polian Manning era was special. It was a golden age for Colts football. They won division titles, they set records, they played a brand of football that was thrilling to watch. Jim Irsay reveled in the success. He was a fan, first and foremost. You could see his passion on the sidelines. You could hear it in his voice. Section 4, Championship Glory. The 2006 NFL season was magical. The Colts were a force. Peyton Manning was at the peak of his powers. Tony Dungy provided calm, steady leadership. The team navigated the playoffs with skill and determination. The AFC Championship game against the Patriots, an instant classic, a comeback for the ages. That victory sent Indianapolis into a frenzy. They were going to the Super Bowl.
Jim Irsay's dream was within reach. He could almost taste it. Super Bowl 41, Miami, against the Chicago Bears. Rain poured down, but it couldn't dampen the Colts' spirit, or the spirit of their owner. The Colts played a masterful game. They were dominant. They were disciplined. They were champions. The final whistle blew. Indianapolis Colts 29, Chicago Bears 17. Jim Irsay stood on the podium, the Lombardi Trophy in his hands, the confetti falling. It was the moment he had worked for, the moment the city had longed for. That victory meant everything. To Irsay, to the players, to the coaches, to the city of Indianapolis. It was validation. It was joy unbridled. Jim Irsay was now a Super Bowl winning owner, He had delivered on his promise. He had brought a world championship to his city. He shared the triumph generously.
Section 5. The human side. Jim Irsay's life was not just about football highs, it was also marked by profound personal struggles. He was open about his battles with substance abuse. This was a part of his story, a part he did not hide. It took courage to face these demons publicly, especially as a high-profile NFL owner. The media scrutiny was intense, the pressure was immense, but he confronted his challenges. He sought help, he spoke about his journey. His struggles were well documented: arrests, suspensions, rehab. These were difficult times for him, for his family, for the Colts organization. It's never easy seeing someone you admire stumble, especially so publicly.
But Jim Irsay owned his mistakes. He didn't make excuses. He often spoke about the importance of recovery. He used his own experiences to try and help others. This vulnerability was a surprising yet defining trait. It made him relatable to many. He understood the power of his platform, even in his darkest moments. He knew his story could offer hope, or at least understanding, to others facing similar battles.
Section 6. A wider impact. Jim Irsay was more than just the Colts owner. He was an influential voice within the NFL. He served on various league committees. He wasn't afraid to speak his mind on important issues, sometimes controversially, but always with passion. He had a unique perspective, shaped by his family's history in the league and by his own experiences. He cared deeply about the game of football, its past, its present, and its future. He wanted to see it thrive.
Beyond the X's and O's, Irsay had a deep commitment to community, especially in Indianapolis. He understood the team's role in the city. He championed numerous charitable causes. He gave generously. He encouraged his players to give back. This was a core part of his philosophy. A football team should be more than just a team. It should be a community partner, a force for good. He truly believed that, and he acted on that belief consistently. One of his most significant contributions was Kicking the Stigma, an initiative focused on mental health awareness. This was deeply personal for him. Given his own struggles, he poured significant resources into it. He used his platform to break down stigmas, to encourage conversations about mental health.
Section 7. A legacy etched in blue. The news of Jim Irsay's passing at 65 has sent ripples across the sports world. Tributes are pouring in, from former players, from fellow owners, from fans in Indianapolis and beyond. They remember his passion, his generosity, his unique style. They remember the Super Bowl victory. They remember the thrilling Manning years. They also remember his candor about his struggles. A full picture of a man who lived a very public life. He made an indelible mark. For the Indianapolis Colts, his legacy is immense. He transformed the franchise. He brought them to the pinnacle of the sport. He fostered a deep connection between the team and the city. The horseshoe logo became synonymous with excellence under his stewardship. Lucas Oil Stadium stands as a testament to his vision. He leaves behind a team with a strong foundation, a team that will carry his spirit forward. The Colts family mourns a leader, a father figure to many. In the broader NFL community, Jim Irsay will be remembered as a passionate advocate for his team, as a unique voice among owners, as someone who wasn't afraid to be himself, flaws and all. His contributions to league discussions were valued,